Hi everyone, John here from All Miniatures Great and Small, and today I just wanted to give you a big thank you for the year and give you an update of not just the year of 2020, the dumpster fire that it was, but also our plans for 2021. So I guess to start off with 2020 was kind of a rough year for everybody, and our family included was impacted by COVID, and as a result, it let me focus more on the channel. And having Jake home and going to school is very helpful because I had a built-in game opponent while still being, in COVID lockdown, which made it very, very, very helpful. By the end of the year, I'm sure everyone's kind of a little stir crazy, and I'm hoping that the channel helped. So over the last year, we were able to really increase. About the middle of the year, I upped our content, mainly focusing or trying to add more Flames of War content to the channel, realizing that that's what the majority of our viewers like and want to see more of. So it was kind of a twofold process. One was producing more content in general, more battle reports, unit overviews, rules overviews, list overviews, things like that, and those have all been received really well. Based on that, we also created a Flames of War Patreon, and we were very pleased with, with the response to that. Setting it up, I was hemming and hawing, and Jake was being very supportive, because I was like, "What if we make this Patreon and no one signs up?" But we were very happy with the number of folks that signed up, and makes that Patreon worthwhile to us and also hopefully to everyone who looks at it. If you guys don't know, our Flames of War Patreon offers a battle report once a month that's exclusive to those viewers, to patron viewers. Normally it's a companion to the video that's released on YouTube, but not necessarily. But lately, since we've been doing Soviet Bagration, it's a lot of Soviets versus Germans, and it's been a pretty exciting time. Some great battles there. So that's what the Patreon is about. Overall, though, we increased our output. I'm trying to produce about 3 videos a week. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes I might drop more. But that's been the goal of this last year. Over the last year, we hit 7,000 subscribers, and that was one of my goals from last year. And it was pretty pretty fun because we didn't hit 7,000 subscribers until December 29th. It was pretty close, but we managed to do it. And then looking back over our content, we did hit over 1 million channel views this year as well. Our most popular battle report has over 90,000 views, and that's a lot of views for a miniature wargaming battle report. So I was excited to see that. Now that 90,000 wasn't all in one year, but it's slowly been growing. So we do have there is some activity in the channel, and the channel is growing, and that is exciting. One of the things with the channel is I can't produce it without support from the community, and that's just kind of the way it is. I don't make the channel necessarily just to make money. It's not a money-making scheme. Making the channel allows me to do what I love and share it with folks who have a similar outlook. And that's great, but I can't just do that on its own. So things like Patreon, things like YouTube, ads, those things help continue that. And if folks want to see more of it, that's a great way to just show it. Join the patron, watch those ads. Don't use an ad skipper, and that just helps us one, get more stuff that you guys want to see. I know with the Soviets, for example, people wanted to see all these different lists. Well, that takes money to buy all that stuff. I didn't have any Soviets anymore when I started that, and so it just is helps make that happen. So that is my thoughts on last year. Now, this year, this upcoming year, there are some things I want to focus on. We're going to continue our focus on Flames of War, but I do plan on adding Team Yankee into the mix. And it's just something that people have been asking for. People are excited. People like Team Yankee for the most part. That doesn't necessarily mean Flames of War will be any less of a focus, but Team Yankee will be appearing on the channel more often. That said, we'll also be covering other game systems because we're not a Battlefront company. We're not a Battlefront exclusive. We will play anything that strikes our fancy. And whether we put it on the channel because we think people enjoy it or we just play it here, that's that's something that we choose based on views. But we play a lot of other games, so 40K is definitely going to be coming back to the channel. I know with version 9 still being new and not a lot of codexes out, and our normal opponents being separated through COVID, we just really haven't been able to play as much as we've wanted to. And so hopefully we'll see those sooner rather than later with COVID and the vaccine coming out. Hopefully we can return to a more regular gaming schedule. That's the plan anyway. In addition to 40K, I would like to return to Star Wars Legion and get some games there. I do really like that game, and I like the miniatures and everything that's gone along with it. Those are kind of the big systems. There's always little games that I like, that I always get hooked into, that I like sharing, and those type of games will continue as well. I still want to do Battle Report for Black Seas, the Age of Sailing game. There are so many other little games that I want to try out. We've received a couple of BattleTech products, so I'd like to try out some BattleTech maybe. All kinds of fun stuff. I'd also like to continue work and show some more videos on my Boom and Zoom Pacific game. That got kind of sidetracked with Soviet Bagration, and I just didn't have time for it. But I want to dedicate more time for it, and share that with you guys to share the love of wargaming in the Pacific, which makes for me, that's a big area. Historically, that's my favorite area to study and wargame, and I like airplanes and I like ships, so that's what I'm going with there. Alright guys, so that's kind of our goal for the next year. We do want to see the channel grow over 8,000. We do want to increase our membership in our Patreon. We do want to increase what we offer in our Patreon, so that it'll be more attractive to more people than just hardcore Flames of War players, while still giving those Flames of War people everything that they that they've asked for and that we've kind of agreed to give them, which is great Flames of War battle reports. Alright, so there you go guys. I just want to say thanks to everyone who has supported the channel this year and in previous years. Again, your support just means everything to us. All Miniatures Great and Small is born out of not just my love of miniature gaming, but everyone here that's played on the channel, and we know that there's more of you out there than the hobby gets credit for, and looking at our numbers I can see that. I do also want to mention, just as an aside, we have posted the occasional PC game, video game on the channel, and that has been received positively and negatively. And just the thought behind that is we want to just have fun. And, a video game video is not going to replace normal content on our channel. I'd also like to mention, just as an aside, that I have posted a few video game-based videos on the channel, and those have been received mostly positive. Some people questioned why it was on there. And just to give you a little background on that, those videos aren't meant to replace any kind of miniature wargaming content. They're just there for fun. We've done a couple, like a COVID Nerf obstacle course. If you haven't seen that, you could hilariously see me embarrass myself in front of my kids. And I did a World of Warships one as well. We're probably going to have some more of those just because they're fun. And if you guys don't care to see that, just skip it. And if you want to check it out, please do. I was also toying with starting a companion PC gamed based YouTube channel, which would focus on PC games that are kind of related to wargaming in general and have that theme, and not to take away anything from AMGAS and what it's doing now, but just something to do extra. I play those games anyway. Recording them is not that much work. Having a video game channel is not as much work as what we do with the miniature games at all. So anyway, I just throw that out there as a thought. If I do that, I would love for you guys to check it out and give it a support. So I'd like to wrap up this video. I didn't want it to be really long, but I did just want to say thank you again to everybody. We really appreciate all that you do to support the channel. Please let me know down in the comments below if there's anything you'd like to see in the upcoming year. What kind of content would you like us to cover? I'm not promising we'll do anything, but I'd love to hear, and that really helps us decide what direction we might go. As always, thanks for watching though, and keep on wargaming.